Hello there, a new day, a new project, and we have this hand blender. Well, it's made by silver Crest SSM 350. It's sold by Lidl, I think, and designed in Germany. I don't know where it's made. Well, I got no clue about this. And the first step, let's turn on my Kwitz smart meter KM601 for sale on Kwitz. See the link in the description with discount. Very good multimeter. And let's check for any live sign at the end of the cable. Nothing here, nothing here. So it can be very easy a cable problem or maybe a switch problem, having a motor issue. It smells like burn, but we don't say, I can't say anything before taking this out. How can we open this guy? I think I'm gonna try to get, yeah. This one goes out. We have 2 screws there. Switches. Okay, let's take these 2 screws out. Hopefully the motor is still alive. So it's just a matter of contact. We'll see. Okay, we are good here. Let's check the cable first. You see the cable goes in here. So let's check for continuity. Meter in continuity mode. Good here. The cable is good. I believe this first part here, you see this black one, it's a fuse. So we should have continuity there too, and we don't. Okay, yeah, the fuse is blown. Somehow now our chances for having a good motor are really diminished. How can we open? Obviously no screws anywhere under the label. No, there is no screw. Sometimes you have some hidden screws behind or under the label. I can see a gap here. Right. Yes, we have a gap here. Maybe we should try to open that. No? You know something? For taking that out, let's see what we can measure if we just bypass the fuse, okay? To see if it's really worth. Okay, 292 kilo ohms. Yeah, something's wrong here. So we have this power on and then a turbo speed something. Well, this is not a good measurement for a motor. No way. Yeah, we need to take it out. Okay, so it's looking like the single way to dismantle this is to try to get this part out. Try to get in here. Maybe I should use a blade. Probably it's glued. Okay, there we go. Almost there. So you need to push these switches down and to push everything forward. Yeah. Is the motor burned? Doesn't look like. Let's measure the motor. Continuity. Yeah. Yeah, I think we have a problem with the motor. not the motor, but the contacts here. Maybe we need to take it out, but we have a rectifier bridge here too. Let's check that in diode mode. This is fine. Okay, let's have this. We already have a red mark there. Interesting solution. This one is already going to 220 volts on DC mode. Is that a rectifier? Yes. Let's check again the motor. I don't like the sound of this, but let's take it one by one. So let me check the switch. Like I said before, this is a fuse, 3.15 amps. The fuse is blown. We have the first switch, that's for turbo. That's okay. Second switch, on off. Power on off. Yeah, that's it. That's a push only. Nice. Okay, we are good to go. Now let me see this capacitor here. That's fine. So we have the rectifier AC in. This is good. Plus and minus. Here is the plus. Okay. Yeah, the rectifier is fine. So the only thing here is the fuse burnt. I'm not sure if I should put this to run, but I think I will open it first. You see, we have these metal parts here. Open 2. Now we can take out the bottom. Let's try to make this nice again. I'm using some sandpaper. Yeah, that should be fine. A little oil doesn't hurt. Okay, but let's check the capacitors are okay. Brushes are back in place. It's looking good. It's moving good. Now all we have to do is to have all these metal things back in place. We need a big brother here. You know something? I think I can use these guys too. This holds. The original fuse, it's 3.115 amps. Okay, this wire will be enough to support the current, at least for testing. Okay, we can put everything back and to run a test. Plug in, power in, and let's see. That's not good. No. It's very clear something wrong with the rotor there. So the motor is clear compromised. We should have a smooth moving. As you see, it's no fix. It's something wrong with the motor, with the rotor itself. I thought the brushes clean and all this stuff, it's enough, but it's looking like there is a short. Anyway, there is something strange with this motor. Obviously I can't do more than this, but before anything else, it's very possible some of these coils to be in short. Let me check with the multimeter to see if we have a steady linear resistance. But now it's really smelling like burn. Okay, ohm meter, 152 ohms, jumping to 495 ohms. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a really strange discoloration here. Look at this bobbin here, this coil. This is black, this is dark brown. That is dark brown. Look there, that is obviously looking burnt. Yeah, look. Yeah, the motor is gone, and say goodbye. My project for, obviously this is not a success. It's something wrong with the rotor, but in the same time it's no use to try to find a new motor, because these guys are so cheap anyway. So you know the old say, buy cheap, you have cheap. That's it for today. Thank you. I hope it's useful. Please like, subscribe, and most of all, don't forget, have some time, burn some things. Okay, see you. Bye bye.